Oh well. Yes. Yes. You can always check out this race. 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 You can always check out this. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's time for Ben's not ready to go. Oh, Ben.
I'm streaming.
You're not streaming.
I am. Refresh.
Refresh.
F5.
Good day,
F5?
Ben Summers. Let's be victorious today.
Oh, my buttons are working.
Welcome to USA.
Wait.
I see Ben.
Is currently
Is it-
racing and strength
why is it
of
not
field is
daytime?
1931. 23
Well, see, this is
minutes
what
left
happens.
of the practice.
The Earth, you got your sun here, and the Earth is kind of going around and around. So sometimes, you know, it's like you see the sun, and sometimes you're looking the other way. Hello. Hello. Oh, sorry. How do I raid Ben Summers?
Carefully.
/ raid Ben Summers 1971. 205. So that means everybody else should be 202, 201. Oh. But be sure to stay tuned to me and Ben and I, as winner of the race will be the champion. It will be either Ben or I, depending on who finishes in front of me. So Ben is very worried about what's going to happen.
I believe we're tied on points, 85 points each.
Ben says we are tied on points, 85 points each. So
Lots of
let's go to
headroom.
Ben and see the action. Woohoo! Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, lots of headroom. Do you think I should show the steering wheel? Whoa! Thank you for the raid. The Spear STL. Hope you had a good stream. Hello, Teapot. Whoa.
Car high.
Clear high.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry, Ben, I thought you were moving up the track then.
Yeah, sorry, I saw you too late and I tried to get down, but then you went down as well. That's alright, it's only one of the admins.
22 seconds to our. Slow
I'll
down.
try not to do that in the race when you're lapping me.
Speeding. Slow. Slow down.
No, that was my fault. I
Not
just read it
touching the
wrong.
car in the stop. Black flag.
Spear, are you racing at Las Vegas tonight, or maybe you should have a rest? I think and just
Yeah, the
watch
thing
me.
is just be predictable, so if you're moving in one direction, don't suddenly change.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, similar to when the LMPs are coming past and when the GT cars. Yeah, sorry, it was really my fault. I was moving too much. I moved to get. I nearly moved up on Neil before that, so I apologise, Neil, as well.
Yeah, Neil went up into the wall.
Slow. Slow down.
Taking the week off. Okay. So I need 1 point, guys. Just 1 point.
Car low. Eyes forward.
Clear.
Just need 1 point. I'm not quite sure what position I need for 1 point. Probably a top 20.
Turner coming out of pits.
Let's see if we can get a good lap in. Evening, Paddy. Are you doing your traditional quick truck race before this one? Actually not, because you're here. I notice sometimes you do a truck race and you cut it really fine, and sometimes you're a little bit late almost.
Good job. Personal best lap time,
P4 high.
33.011.
P4 everyone, P4.
Just flat out all the way round.
Okay, apparently it's flat all the way around. Oh, okay, how'd it go, Paddy?
Improving. New fastest lap, 32.119.
It's flat. Did you go flat out all the time, all the way around from the whole race, Paddy, or when the tyres run out? Yeah, Nordstraf's like that though. You.
Good job. New quickest lap, 31.393.
Wow, it's almost like a plate race then.
Yep. Yeah, ever since they took away 1,000 RPM,
7,100
flat
down
all the way
from your
around.
best time.
Ah, I see. So it probably won't be for the cup cars.
No, it's not for the cup cars.
All 100ths of a second down from your best time.
Wow, this is a crazy track, isn't it?
I have a question.
Oh, Bob. What's the question?
Plop. Do you have any secret information regarding the track?
Yes,
Since you're P4, I thought
yes. P4 out of lots of people here. Yes, make sure you
One
don't
car
go
exiting
round
pits.
flat all the way. You've got to brake.
You know, I was watching earlier. I hear there are 90 laps in the race.
90? That's crazy tall.
Pretty much everything about the league, quote unquote, crazy talk.
One car at pit exit.
Why don't you slow down and get the toe?
Where are you? Oh, is that you now? Okay, I'll ease off gently.
That's what she said.
Tell me when you cut. Oh, I can see you. I'm maybe not going quick enough.
Car outside.
It's clear.
Clear. Oh boy.
You've got 3 legs on your tail.
Delta behind previous lap. Gap closed by
I have
3.7.
clear leg
Car
on my
behind
tail.
giving new best lap time, 31.521.
That is a strange
Ben,
place
is your
to
gas
have
pedal
3
broken?
legs.
I'm just going to get in behind you guys.
I should point out that the reason it's slowed
Yeah, I just
down-
want to get in behind you guys.
Yeah, so
Funny, most races
I've done
I run,
31.
everyone says that. I don't know why.
Interval in front is 0.2. Car behind did a new
Same gas pedal as me, Ben.
31.461.
Oh, hey, John.
Evening, mate. Evening, mate.
do I want to drive the high line like Mike Relays?
There, is that a special training referee?
I'm waiting to see Mr. My Turn Racing in action.
Hi, Thomas.
He knows his stuff.
Hello. It's already on the track.
Ah, okay.
One car he takes it.
I want to see him strut his stuff.
31.6
I
on
bet
that
you
lap.
he is P3.
Hey, that in-streamly thing works.
Oh boy. Does Mike say take the high line or higher?
Do you say it's flat out the whole way?
Because it seems like he's kind of taking a high line.
Yep, it certainly is.
Has he given you any super tips like that?
But don't try it in the cup car, it won't work.
No.
Do, 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 do. Well, I thought that Adelaide race didn't go too badly.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we died a horrible death, but apart from that, it went quite well. I was doing well until my computer decided to do strange things. I think it's the game, actually. Because otherwise, it wouldn't show the same for you. If it was my computer, then you'd all of a sudden just see me flying straight into a wall, wouldn't you? I don't know what might happen, it's really strange. It was a shame though, because I felt as though I had the pace to be slower than Woody and Macintosh, but maybe faster than everyone else.
The only other person was me. And I was in last.
No, the artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was only because, look at my computer. I don't know, something went funny, Woody. I was literally only losing a little bit to you and Macintosh.
I am 7th. Ben is 8th. There are 8 drivers.
31.5 on previous
Well, that about
lap.
sums up our MTR.
Ah, yeah, but the slow guys haven't turned up yet.
Patty. Oh, wait, what?
Don't you say anything about Paddy.
No, no!
Paddy's P4.
No. Oh, he's not in your chat anymore? He's driving? Oh, I thought he was in your chat.
Oh, he might be in my.
I was trying to rile him up.
He might be listening as well.
At 31.7.
Yes, and you Tanker Steps, you need a new computer and wheel.
Woo!
If I win the lottery, I'm going to buy you one.
Mike's. Oh! Oh!
Pay
Put that
attention.
wall there. Somebody put a wall there, close to us.
Are you giving it 100% concentration now? Oh, Gabriel, he's slower than us, isn't he? You know, dreams, they come true.
Incident in 4
My
seconds.
team
1
consists
ahead.
of finishing not last, but 1 driver.
I've just thought, my brain's just thought of something.
0.4 up to your fastest
First time
time.
for everything.
It's impossible for us to finish level on points.
Your brain just thought of it.
Because, no, hear me out. We can't score the
You know
same...
what?
What?
Now, I don't think that's true. I was going to check the MTR results. John has already taken out one of my scores.
4 tenths up to your fastest lap.
Yeah.
So if I get no point, and you, or if I score less than I did before, and you score the same as I did on the one that was previously taken out, then we can still tie. Does that make sense?
Okay. But what if
So
you
if he
beat
took
me?
out-
By,
If I beat you, I
what if I beat you
But-
by 1 place?
I think that depends where we are. Like if we're last and one's last, I think that maybe we might not. But I don't know.
I just think let's just call it a shootout. Whoever wins out of me and you are the champion.
Oh. So you don't want to go by points.
Howard says, "What if we both crash?"
That's spear win.
That's crazy
Have
talk.
still exiting pits.
So you want to start
That lap is a 31.9.
Why is my truck
Car
so
behind
loud it
is
drowns
a
everything
UTV,
out?
31.927.
Michael J. Taylor, 31.38. Spear, 31.41.
I have a crazy feeling I might actually win this race.
I have to completely agree with you on that statement. That is
0.574 down from your quickest.
Well, I feel quite comfortable. And in the race, I feel as though I can go maybe even quicker with a bit of draft.
But I drove by you and Mike, and you slotted in behind us. You had traffic van. And what happened?
I feel as though I'm saving my tyres quite well, though. And like,
There is a permanent frog in the race. I repeat, there is a frog. in the
a
race.
frog?
A frog. Perhaps someone in the chat can explain.
Simon Wareham is asking a question about why they replaced the old Vegas with this. I didn't know there was one.
5 million years ago.
I did not know there was an old one either, but he wears ham, which I think is inappropriate. Unless you're...
Delta ahead last lap. Closer by
Even then, I
19.5.
think I'd like to wear
Car
ham.
behind set its best
Wardrobe
lap time,
_UK
9.
says, with a bit of luck, he can race MTR next season. That's Wardrobe.
I'm gonna have to completely disagree with that. And that is not... Well, technically, he didn't say if that was good luck or bad luck. So... It may be that if you are cursed with bad luck, you will have to drive MTR next season.
That's 31.9.
MTR.
Hey, if he's got Auto and Ballista too, he could join the Ben and Spear Super League in Brazil.
Well, technically, there is a... They have to store the spear in the league. I don't know if we covered that in the Bible.
Kermit has connected.
I thought I mentioned that a long time ago.
7 tenths down from your quickest lap time.
But
Woohoo! Top 10 hype. Top 10's not too bad.
there are 10.
That's crazy talk. I'm sure it's more than 10.
You are correct. Kermit is number 11.
I'm beating Kermit.
There you go.
I'm beating a small furry frog. I noticed that some people are going high, but if I was to go as high as Gabrielle Stoer in front of me, I feel as though I will clip the wall several times.
See, that's why I was asking. I was seeing Mike do that. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? What you saying up there?
How are they doing it without hitting the wall? They feel as they look so close. I would just hit it all the way around.
Do me a favor and do not stay near the wall if I'm right behind you.
0.963 down from
I
your
feel
best
like
lap
you're gonna
time.
get slowed down immediately, and I'm gonna whack you in the back.
John Jarrett, P3. Look further along the track. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Why don't you follow your three-legged friend?
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, there's a spinner in 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Looks like we're gonna hit him.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
There was a spinner in one of the turns, but I'm not sure which one it was, if that helps.
I'm initialized and connected
Sometimes
to
it's
a
technically,
racing.
sometimes higher can make things
I have a
handle
question.
better. Yes.
Could you explain to me why they replaced Old Las Vegas with this?
Up to you, Ben. Up to you.
Oh, Paddy, Paddy, go past me. My tyres are gone.
Here.
Clear inside.
I mean, that's you, Ben.
And my truck's very, very, very loud. I need to turn it down. Are you laughing at me?
No. Can
My
you
truck-
hear me laugh?
Snigger. My
Wouldn't that turn the
Or,
power down
yeah,
as well?
22
So loud.
seconds.
I thought that was funny.
my
No
truck is so
changes in
loud.
pit stop.
How do I turn
so
it down?
You're saying your tires lasted about 30 laps.
Well,
11.
they were definitely. Well, I mean, Paddy's were newer than mine.
8
So,
seconds.
Woody TV. If your truck is loose, sometimes being high can
Pit
make
now.
things handle better.
Your truck number 07, so you want to stop at the 07 stall. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Am I not there?
They put a big sign that says 07 in the pit road.
You have never
and
rid
all
out on
these-
track. None behind. One car when returning.
You're going the wrong way. We're
Servicing.
done. Get going.
People are asking to turn Spear up a little. I'm too soft.
Well, it's everything's soft apart compared with that blooming truck. It's like really loud. Pardon my French.
Bum, 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 bum. I understand Joe's truck is getting a remake in the next update. From head to toe.
Is he?
Tundra.
How'd you know that?
I think it was in the notes. I think the Tundra is getting a cosmetic.
Are you deliberately now speaking quietly? So when I turn you up to 5,000,000%, you're going to be blasting my eardrums in a minute when you go.
Okay, wait, hold on. That's about what I do during the race. So judge it off that. I may be
Okay.
speaking softly now, yes. But those are my actual screams that you will hear.
Right, I'm going to set the fastest lap of the practice session now.
The frog is on the track.
Taylor when
The
returning.
frog is on the track.
0 behind.
Yeah, I can see the relative. I already read it. Read it.
Checkered.
Right, this is going to be the best lap ever known to man.
Good practice.
Oh, I was just about to break all world records then.
Practice is over. Head on in.
Ah, I was literally going to break the world record.
You have beaten a frog.
Woohoo!
Okay, Ben Summers, it's time for the qualifier. It's 4 laps and 10 minutes. 11 joined.
Oh wait, no.
Be safe.
Oh,
My talkie lady says, "Be safe." Are you going to qualify?
it says Ben Summers is P11 on the grid. It says Spear is P4, so I think P4 is where I'll stay.
Most definitely. Oh, unless other people go out and set a time, of course.
I don't think anyone will.
Crazy talk. Right.
Kermit, who did not set a time in practice, has got 6 on the grid. Oh, they go by. No, I don't.
I
They go
rating.
by. Yeah.
Your I rating is 1,337.
That doesn't seem fair.
Does that mean I've got the worst I rating in the whole of this league here tonight?
Neil Turner has left the server, but yes, that is what it means.
Oh, wait. Neil Turner just left the server, as I said that, because he realised that his I rating was even slightly lower than mine.
No, it's higher.
So he quit.
Sorry, Ben Summers.
Are you not qualifying?
I was going to see what time you set. Or maybe I'll be waiting a long time if that's the case. Oh,
John
go on
Jarrett
then.
is on pole.
I'm going to
John
see if I...
Jarrett is on pole.
Okay, I'm going to go out and try and set a 30 point something. 30.9, so stay tuned. I'll see if I can do it.
I would say good luck, but
Someone's already done a 30.9 now. I'm going to go for a 30.8.
oof.
That's 30.8. I think it's possible.
Pole very well might be correct.
I've got a good feeling about this lap.
Box. I'm thinking with only 10 fans in the race,
Green flag.
Green flag.
that if you beat me, you will be champion.
I think I'm going to go for a top 10 tonight. Well, it's a shootout between the Spear and BS. Whoever finishes higher.
21. 21.
What was it I wanted? A 31.8, wasn't it? Oh, 38.
Well done.
I need to find 4
New
tenths.
best lap time, 31.287.
There's one of them. There are 4 corners, so maybe one a corner. Oh, it's going down now. I've got a feeling I'm not going to get pole. Just a hunch. Need to go faster.
Great. New personal best lap time, 31.265.
Hashtag not last. There are 11 trucks. Oh! There are 11 trucks in the race.
I think a top 10 is still doable.
Pit to
Looks
repair
like
the
your
car.
car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
Now you do understand that in trucks, it's customary to be a little argy-bargy with the other vehicles. I don't know how much truck racing you've watched on TV.
Argy bargy. Oh, like when they say rubbing is racing.
Pretty much.
Well, I think everyone will be taking the high line here, Tango Steps. I think I've seen quite a few trucks in practice, and they all seem to be, a lot of them seem to be going quite high. I fear if I go too high, though, I'm going to clip that wall, so probably best I'll give it a little bit of a gap between my truck and the top of the racetrack, where the wall resides. So let's check the standings then. Gabrielle, 30.9. Mark Rediford, 30.0. Kermit the Frog, 30.0. And John Jarrett also 30.0. Got a few guys on 30.1. Then a great time of 31.2 from Mr. BS himself, Ben Summers. And Mike Three Legs bringing up the rear with 36.0. 3 cars, 3 trucks not qualifying. 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Are you concerned with having a extremely fast driver right behind you on the grid?
Let me just check who that is. Is it Simon Wareham?
No, and it would be right behind you on the grid.
No. I think you may have got that wrong because it looks like it's going to be you. Oh, only 8 people set a time so far. Oh, 9 now. Ah, okay. Someone set a time, so there's 9 people set a time. Just 2. Oh, hang on. Everyone set a time apart from the 04 truck.
Are you concerned with having someone very speedy right behind you?
I think it will go well. If they're speedy enough, they might give me a little nudge and make me go faster.
They are planning on giving you a little nudge. That is correct.
I'm a little surprised, actually. 11 is quite a low number for the finale of the season.
Maybe the actual championship has already been decided.
Ah, but the real championship that everyone's waiting to see is the 07 versus the 04 truck.
Where is your mate Mohawk driving? That's Mohawk driving.
Adam, I'm not sure where he is tonight, actually. Don't forget, you need to lift in the corners. That's lift in the corners.
And that Alan Danny guy. Alan Danny. Alan.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
A lot of people didn't hit the flag. You never hit the flag to end your qualifying.
Hit the flag? Oh, you mean do the full quota of... Oh, that flag.
Yeah, so we had to sit through 10 minutes because you didn't hit the flag. Oh, Ben.
Well, there you go. We still had to wait for Kermit. Kermit hasn't hit it yet.
I got to think that Mike could have done a faster lap.
I think all the guys in the world, apart from the guy in Pennsylvania, have hit the flag. Bless you. So,
Brake bias down.
what are you hoping for the race? Are you hoping for a top 10? Thank you, Paddy. And good luck to you as well.
I'm going to admit that if I do not get top 10,
I'm right behind you. I
won't
do anything crazy.
Not going to lie.
Well, judging by the pace in qualifying, I'm aiming for a top 9 finish. Although I think Mike Three Legs may be quicker in the race.
So, it's time,
feel
Ben
like
Summers.
biding his time
This is race.
Save his
Gridding
time.
2 minutes. This session is 90 laps and 1 hours 10 minutes.
Macintosh says
11
good luck,
cars joined.
Ben.
Take it easy.
Oh, one last tip. I was told you don't have to take tires this race, that they'll last the whole race.
Viva Las Vegas!
Fuel
Welcome
up,
to
stops,
My
don't
Turn
worry about
Racing
tires.
Sunday Night Truck here at Las Vegas. Tonight we're racing some 90 laps.
That was
You've got
the strat I heard.
2
Don't know
spare
where I
sets
heard
of
that,
tyres
but
in addition to the
somebody
one that's
really
already on
fast.
your truck. There are no fast repairs. And yeah, let's have a good race to see the
One to
season
go.
out.
Next
And
time by.
congratulations
Line up on
to
the
our
inside.
champion,
Close.
2 sets of
Gabriel,
tyres,
who's
no
also
fast
done
repair.
a super lap and got it on pole tonight as well.
Gonna need that fast repair.
Cheers, Mark. Thanks, guys, for showing up tonight and
John's talking
this
now.
season. Just want to say thank you to the admins as well, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have a race on tonight, or indeed for the whole
Wardrobe
season.
says,
So,
good luck, Ben,
thanks,
and
guys.
Spear,
Yeah.
break a leg.
Echo that, Doc.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! He wants me to wind up at the medical center?
Yeah,
No,
thanks,
no,
everybody.
it's a thing people
have
say.
fun, good luck, everyone.
He says, good luck, Ben. And Spear, I hope you wind up in the medical center with a broken leg. All right.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
oh, drivers, start your engines.
Getting a little nervous.
Oh, Mark just said,
There are 2 additional
everyone
sets
start
of
their
tyres
engines or
during
something?
this race.
Yeah.
Have a good race.
Sorry, I got a bit
Do you
old-fashioned.
have Talkie Lady functional?
I do tonight. What is the time?
Pace car is rolling.
What was that you said in
Clock is
Daytona to
21:03.
make it to the iRacing not top 10? I forget.
Catch start 008 Shark.
I'm behind Paddy. And beside Mike Three Legs. That's
Watch out
Mike.
for that three-legged Mike.
Yeah, I think he didn't show his true form in qualifying.
Are you going to drop down to the apron on the start so that the faster cars can get by you?
Well, I think according to qualifying, all the faster cars are actually ahead of me.
But I mean, if you were in the back, you could, be safe. Safety bet. Well, good luck.
Yep, good luck.
About to go green.
Just to
Stay
start in
focused.
fourth gear, I think, here.
Go, go, go!
Pace car is off.
Wow, it's taking ages to go. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green.
Thanks, Macintosh.
High front. Still high front.
Still there, hold your
Clear.
line. Clear outside if you want it.
Paddy almost lost it.
Great. Quickest lap. 39.373.
Hey, Rob Kandushi. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Good evening, sir. We are here at Las Vegas for the finale of the MTR Truck League.
Well done. Quickest lap. 31.087.
What a gaggle.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to end well.
No, I'm always tempted to hit the back of them. Give them a lot of space.
You going to drive into the wall?
I'm trying to go a little higher. Okay, the plan is to save tyres and then on the last lap fly past
Delta
them with
time
better,
in front
better
over 5 laps.
tyre wear.
Gap increased by 3/10.
Oh boy.
For a 1-2 finish.
Well, let me get in front so we can set up the 1-2.
I'm not sure you want to be in front of me at the moment.
Delta time in front over 5 laps. You decreased the gap by 4/10. Car in front set its PB, 31.537.
Paddy's in 5th place.
Yeah, he's sneaking up the inside, but I don't know where it's going to get him. Well, 6th place, but he might be burning his tyres up, and also I don't know if he, you know, he's not going to say he's going to get rid of the huge pack that's with him. I think it's safer back here.
Delta behind previous
I'm following the
lap,
Kermit.
within 1/10.
I think so. Who's leading?
Paddy just overtaking Gabriel.
Mike Three Legs is leading. That's Mike Three Legs is leading.
Isn't he the guy who started next to you?
Yeah, I think he's stretching out a little bit. Going 4th, he's losing 3rd a little bit. Fuel fill.
Top up with 60.16 litres, for the last stops.
Full service. Full service.
Full service.
70.
31.7 on that lap.
I'm taking a full service. Not right now, but
Box.
it's almost a full, what do you call it?
Oh boy.
It's almost a full tank of fuel, you know. Well, how do you clip the wall? I don't know if that's good or bad for him. No cautions yet. No PK juniors yet.
Interval in front is 0.187. High side front. Still high front.
Still there, hold your line.
Still high front.
Clear up
Clear.
top.
Right, no one's getting away at the front. This is really strange. It must be because people are drafting.
29.4 fuel laps left in the tank.
Fuel field.
Add 61.17 litres for the last pit stops.
Thank you. Taking care of the right front. Yep. Ryan.
Ben Summers is your full name.
Car
Car rear.
inside.
Still low rear.
Still inside.
Still low front.
Clear.
All clear. Pit speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
Two.
Last was a 32.5.
Close call.
Yeah, you played a bit lower that lap.
Last was a 32.5. .1 down from your best lap.
Michael J. Taylor. Michael J. Taylor.
Is pitting.
Well, I can't see him. I don't think he's in the pits yet, so I don't know.
He's the first to go to the pits. A little bit early, I think, no? Obviously he's going for a two-stop strategy. Well, not obvious, but...
Well, he's now the lucky dog.
Are these two slowing you down?
Well, it would be nice if they weren't there. I'm a little scared to get next to him.
I'm wondering whether he was quick at the start, Mike 3 legs, because he put less fuel in, maybe? Is that a thing?
Oh, he's 2 laps down. He's just now getting up.
But he'll be a whole heap quicker now, won't he?
Well, he's got a whole heap of time to make up down 2 laps.
Here he is, he's coming out now.
Oh yeah. Problem is I have the left screen that is the real race.
I would like his tyres and my track position, please.
Oh boy. Kentucky leads.
22.4 on last lap.
I'm on it.
I'm wondering whether the majority of the people are going to go for split it in half, so they pit around lap 45-ish.
Well, are you thinking about diving in now to spoil Mike's undercut?
No.
Oh.
Delta behind previous
Are you
lap.
thinking about
Gap
pitting
decreased
it
by
down
1/10.
to copy Mike's brilliant strategy?
No, I'm happy while I'm staring at your booty.
Oh my goodness. It's a spear sandwich with you and Patty. Yeah, these guys are definitely holding me up. What should I do?
Interval behind is 2 laps.
Should
Well,
I pit?
It's entirely up to you. Have you got?
Should I try to pass him?
I mean, we can effectively we can pit at any time, but we'd lose the draft then, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I don't want to. If I try to pass him and get in a wreck, then it's all over. I don't want that to happen.
No.
Interval ahead is 2/10.
I mean, judging by Mike Three Legs, if we pit, I guess we'll be coming out amongst the trucks. It's a tricky one.
But he's already overtaken a bunch of guys.
Yeah. But you know that everyone's going to pit in about 7 or 8 laps. I don't know. I get a feeling he's used his tyres up, young Paddy.
He's falling behind Netherwood now.
Beat spear, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Whoa! Holy moly.
That would be moly. Well, he really wants me to turn him.
Maybe we could do the old Team Stratosphere sandwich.
Yeah, you hit him and I'll pass him.
Hey!
Low front. Still low front. Still low.
You're not supposed to be
Still
getting
low.
by him.
Eyes forward.
Clear inside.
All good.
Clear inside.
What's going on there?
Your ID is 6.
Well, I hasn't got a load of tread left in my tyres. I thought I'd follow you.
I had to do all the heavy lifting. Woo!
Don't look at me.
John Jarrett, P5.
Kermit the Frog, P6.
Delta behind previous lap. Interval increased by 4/10.
Why don't you slow down and give Patty some crap?
I think he should go in the pits myself. Yeah, if I was him, I'd be tempted to pit.
You know, a mate would slow down and give him some crap.
I think maybe he could just about get a whiff of a giraffe
You're
from
in
there.
the fuel window now.
Oh boy.
You can come in now.
Talkie lady is saying I can come in any time now.
That's awful nice of her. Well, just PK it, and then the rest of us will get to yellow flag stop. PK. PK.
I believe there's 5 laps of fuel left.
In pits after 45 laps in the stint.
Paddy's in.
Well, that's too late, Paddy.
Are you saying, as the phrase goes, the horse has bolted?
The horse has bolted the.
I don't know what it means exactly, but someone's going in. Someone's.
Ahead on pit road after
Yeah, Kermit's in.
laps.
I thought he was going to miss it then.
Should I join Kermit?
I think it will be. Let me know when you're thinking of going in. I got a feeling.
Thinking about going. Netherwood doesn't go in. It's kind of slow.
Yeah, maybe do the opposite than Netherwood.
But I got Ben right on me. Ben will hit me. I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what you do, but
I
not
thought you
here.
were going to do the opposite.
No, opposite to what Netherwood's doing.
Oh.
22
I was going to do the
seconds
opposite
to
of
our
what Ben
box.
was doing.
Pit stop.
I thought if we
40s,
keep
tyres and
keep close
polishing
together,
window.
we can draft and do things.
11.
I'm a little
8.
uncomfortable with you doing things to my bottom.
Pit now. Neil
Okay,
Turner
I'm in
in
the
front
box.
heading to pits
Don't
after
take all your
47
options.
laps in the stint.
I have got no optionals. I haven't hit anything.
It's not like you.
Let's
Okay,
go.
punch it.
Pit stop took 13.7.
Be
You have
mindful,
Hanigin
only have
when
one set of
returning.
cars remaining.
It's clear.
Go, go, go.
Slow and sure wins the race. I think Ben is stealing my draft.
Are you happy to be in front?
Would you like me to slow down and let you be in front for a while?
I mean, I don't know. I need to check my temperatures.
Oh boy.
What's happened to Netherwood? You catching Netherwood, I think.
It doesn't seem like anything changed in that entire pit cycle.
John lost a bit of time, I think. He's in P6. I think Kermit jumped for John.
Are you saying a frog has jumped John Jarrett?
A bit.
Delta behind over 5 laps. Gap decreased by 0.2.
Whew. Wow, Mike Three Legs has lost a lot of time, so obviously the sweet spot was definitely after he pitted. Unless he messed up his pit stop.
Delta in front over 5 laps, within 1/10.
I have 40 seconds with James and Sean.
You know, if you PK it, we'll be able to bunch up the field. We'll be up to the leaders. We'll be able to catch up with the leaders again.
Because you haven't got comms on, you missed a vital bit of information. Kermit,
Checking your phone through the corner is not recommended.
apparently Kermit was checking his phone in the corner and
Yeah, arrested for that, yeah.
has caused himself to have 40 seconds of repairs. So he's told John he can go past, which he now has. So Kermit is slightly damaged.
not sure that I would call that vital information.
Well, that means we're probably going to catch Kermit up as soon as you've passed Netherwood.
I wasn't planning on passing Netherwood. I really need a caution because I can pretty much not use my right arm.
Delta ahead last lap, within 1/10.
Ah. Well, let me know if you want me to go past you.
DK. I believe we have a multi-21 situation going on. Our agreement was whoever comes out of the pits first at the pit stop keeps the lead for safety, so that Team Stratosphere gets a good, good team result. We don't want to take each other off.
Well, I think I could possibly get to Mr. Netherwood, and we'll maybe both get him.
No, I don't think we want to take each other off. It would be a disaster. You don't want to cause a disaster.
31.6 on previous lap.
Well, might spice things up a little.
Oh boy. Auto Club was pretty spicy. But I'm after the safest driver postseason award. Is that an award? Safest driver.
Yeah, sure. Even if it means you finish outside the top 10 as a consequence?
Now, why would I finish outside the top 10 as a consequence?
Well, being safe and, letting your fellow competitors through if they're a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I'll let Patty by if it comes up. Mike is going to have quite a situation. He's tired. Super old. Not even really gaining. Looks like he's actually slowing down. What lap did he hit on?
Who, Mike?
No, you and me.
Oh. Stint laps.
You are on lap 11 in this stint.
We're on lap 11 on this stint. I can tell you that much.
That really helped.
Well, 58 minus 11.
12?
No, 11.
74.
But Mike pitted around 30 and we pitted around 46.
So Mike's going to be going in again right now? Or soon, in a couple laps? He's pitting on 30 and 60?
Maybe?
That's crazy. You seem to be off the wall there.
Well, I was getting a bit worried. You're getting a bit close to the wall there.
Oh boy.
I can't help noticing that you're still not past Netherwood.
I thought I said I wasn't going to pass another one.
Oh. I feel as though we're catching Kermit.
You keep saying that. I think you said something like Kermit checked his phone during order. But Kermit is right behind John.
Yeah, I think we're catching John too.
Oh.
What's going on? Are we using our tyres too much?
Probably. Why don't you slow down?
Well, I don't want to lose the draft.
You're right there. Slow down.
No, I'm not quite close enough.
Delta
I wanna-
Slow down.
last lap,
Give Patty some
within
draft.
110.
It's your
I'm
mate.
trying to read the number and write the number down on the back of your truck. It's all about the rescue.
That is true. That is true. Well, then I definitely have to keep you behind me so that everyone can see it.
I might pass you to see if there's a number on the front
Mike,
as well.
3 legs. Mike, 3 legs. 2 stopper. 2 stopper. Mike,
32.0 on last
3 legs.
lap.
You do know if there's a yellow, it could work in his advantage.
How would that happen?
Well, someone would have to spin or make some sort of crashing thing.
It was kind of, I know how the yellow would happen. I kind of meant how would that be his advantage?
Because everyone would pit, and
Yes.
he would be... oh wait, he'll be a lap down.
Gap in front is
And we'll all have fresh tires.
0.180.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's the spirit.
So pretty much, when he realised that everyone else was on a 1 stop and he was on a 2, I bet he thought, oh, darn, and blast it.
Darn and blast.
I bet he thought, oh, I'm in trouble here, Governor.
I'm in trouble here, Governor. But he is in front of John Jarrett. Sort of. This race is taking forever.
PK, PK.
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to use my arms again.
I think maybe you should pit for a rest.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'm using the brakes in every corner like you told me to.
Yeah, you are too.
Rear offset.
Told me to.
I know, I thought I'd just try it without it, and yeah, I forgot how faster it was.
Oh boy.
Previous lap was a 32.1.
Although I can get away with lifting off, because I've got someone giving me some nice draft.
Hey.
Netherwood. He's so close, I'll get in his
a
draft.
little. There's this green frog about to get squished. up
Yeah,
the
he was
road.
checking his phone this one time.
Frogs don't have phones.
He was watching, he was looking at a text.
Who's texting a frog?
I don't know, but apparently he read it.
Last lap was a 32.0.
Read it. Read it.
Oh boy.
I think we're losing Netherwood a little bit.
So what you're saying is we should slow down and catch Patty.
I think maybe stop braking in the corners now. It's go time.
If we slow down and catch Patty, then we can get some draft off Patty.
Or if we go a bit faster, we can get draft off of the frog.
31.9 on last
Leapfrog.
lap.
Are your tyres okay, or are you going to need to go back in again?
I'm going to need to go back in again.
Okay.
What can happen is Ben is going to spin it off turn 4 and cause a caution. And then Spear is going to go back in for a new boost and go squish the frog.
Boots. Who says that?
Well, I don't want to use these boosts to squish my frog. I think I'm different.
Delta behind over 5 laps, within 1/10.
Is the frog saying anything to Netherreed?
There's been no communication at all.
Why would he tell John to go ahead and not tell anyone else to go ahead?
Maybe he felt John was quicker than him.
24.1 fuel laps left
Well,
in
we're
his
all
stint.
catching substantially, so we must be quicker as well.
Yeah, I think John was behind him for a number of laps, quite close. So no one can really take a risk and try and pit to undercut because of fear of, well, never catching back up again.
Mike Freewood has taken the risk. There are 20 laps to go. 20 laps.
Are you suggesting something happens? Maybe in the next lap or so?
Yes, pit. If you pit now and get out just as the caution is happening, that is like premium A1 strategy.
That would be definitely good timing.
I mean, you don't always get perfect timing like that, but it is possible.
What are we going to do about Kermit Defrog?
Ribbit. Did you just say anything?
I think Netherwood is going past. No comms have been mentioned in the. Just a pass.
Well,
Are
that
you?
doesn't sound appropriate.
Are you going to stay behind the frog?
Do you want me to stay behind the frog?
Well, I mean, I thought as that was your plan behind Netherwood, I thought you might do the same with the frog. Although the frog is drafting.
The frog, getting past the frog isn't really going to help us at all.
It looks like the frog needs the draft, and he's from Netherwood.
If we stay behind him, we could save our tires, and then for the last spurt, we would have fresher tires.
That's true. I can see myself going from 9th to 6th place. Wow.
Oh boy.
20 fuel laps
I'm
left
dreaming a
in
little,
this
but
stint.
the frog's going high. Frog's going low.
Yeah, it's going all over the place. Maybe he'll pit. Did he say anything like pitting? Pit in? Box, box, box?
Not
He
yet.
didn't say anything like that.
I think we need to try and pass him to try and get to Netherwood.
Oh boy. You've got a fixation on this Netherwood character.
Well, I feel as though we can take him to the cleaners.
Wouldn't we have to pay for the cleaners? But safe most important goal here.
Delta in front over 5 laps, within 1/10.
Or do you want to be the van that ends up in the caution?
Actually, yeah, we haven't had a caution yet. I mean, it is maybe attributed to the amount of runners, but sometimes. Kermit is staying with Netherwood, pretty much, I think.
Interval ahead is 3/10.
I certainly think if there is a yellow, it would make it quite interesting. The end, do you reckon? Last 10 or so laps.
Yes, it would. So, PK. Kermit is left, right, high, and low.
Yeah, he's leaping all over the place. I've tried up and high and low, and they're pretty similar, really. Oh, I don't know, Tango Steps. I don't know what I want. But this might peter out without a yellow. A dash for the cash, maybe we need. Okay.
I see P1 on your relative.
Great job. Chance to go.
Yeah.
There's P1 on your relative.
I don't know. I have to try and find it tomorrow. Yeah, they won't catch us.
If you let P1 pass you, then you'll be the lucky dog. Something to think about.
Oh, if there's a yellow, yeah.
Delta in front over 5 laps, within 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
32.5 on previous lap. .7 on that lap.
Paddy appears to be falling back one.
Yeah, he was catching, wasn't he? He got to 2.1 and then he fell back again.
Five to go.
Would you say there was about 5 laps to go-ish?
Well, you never know. You never, ever know.
Fairly popular time for a yellow flag, maybe?
I tried, I just couldn't get close enough to you, Gabriel.
If I were you, I would pick now to get in there before everybody else, and then you'll come out in Q1. Just a thought.
Where's bike 3 legs? He stopped.
1 pit stops in this session.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Where's Kermie going?
No front. Still the rear.
Let me ask
It's
you a
clear.
question,
Clear.
because I'm confused.
What's the matter?
How come Spear
Delta
always
in
does
front
the hard work
previous
getting
lap.
past these
Gap
guys,
increased by 2
and then they let you right by?
Oh, I think he scraped the wall and did a bit of a wiggle and I snuck past on the outside.
I understand there's a white flag.
Okay, so it's go time, so if we're going to win this thing, we need to step on the gas.
A little bit,
Not
yes.
this time.
Bum, 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 bum. Did you pit?
Not yet, no.
32.9
Maybe next lap.
on that lap.
Well, there's still time. We're driving right by the
good
pits.
race, Gabriel.
Put your
Simon.
blinker
Enjoyed
on.
that.
Car hurry.
Oh, you've got a
Still
Kermit right up
high.
your.
Still high.
Uh-oh.
Still high front.
Get him, Ben.
All good.
Yeah, it looks like
Car
being
high
at the front
front.
is really important.
All clear.
Oh, he got me.
This is why I charged you up.
Maybe not. Oh,
Yeah, because I got tight towards the end of the first run, and then I thought, well, I'll have to save them a bit more. But you get to the front and you've got the clean air on your nose, and yeah, that's it really.
And this was the plan. I went 2 laps, almost full flat, to catch you.
Bike has immediately disconnected.
wow, that's quick work.
Skies
I hope
are
nothing I did
partly
make Kermit go
cloudy.
into the wall.
Congrats, Gabriel, Simon, and
Let me ask
Mark,
you a quick
podium.
question.
Well,
Do you
Yes.
plan on hitting the people doing donuts right now?
Who's doing the donut? Who won? Gabrielle.
Well, I kind of know that's your thing to hit the donut.
Last time those
makers.
trucks,
Ooh, doo, doo.
No, it looks like someone's going to do it for me.
22 seconds
boy.
to the
There's
stop.
3
you
guys
are
over there.
confirmed for
No
Tuesday.
changes in pit stop.
Gabrielle's dreams came true.
Slow down.
Congratulations,
Slow.
Gabriel. And yeah, good race
8
there,
seconds.
guys.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on
Again,
in.
thanks for
Box
Thomas,
now.
Mark, and Martin for your help this season. Have a good off week next week. See you again.
Watch my truck.
Oof.
At, start season 2.
Top 10 hype. Oh, that was tough work, that was. Oh,
I don't think I'm going to do the rec replays. I don't think there's going to be anything to watch. So yeah, have a week off.
what?
Fair
Well
enough.
done,
I did
Ben
hit the wall with
Summers.
about 4 laps to
We
go.
kept our position in the race, so it's 9p.
That will probably be the
You
highlight,
finish
which
with
is not
5
much
Oh,
fun.
points.
you're not
liters.
listening to the conversation, are you?
Are they complaining? Is there
Oh,
some?
my tyres were 23.
No,
percent
John
on
was
the
just said
first,
that it's not
and-
worth him
and
doing a
34%
Rex replay
on
because
the
there won't be
second.
any Rex. Good night, Howard. Good night, Howard.
There were just a couple. I guess there were just a couple.
See you
wall
tomorrow,
stops.
Howard. See you at 6 o'clock CET.
Oh, don't need that engine anymore.
Same.
Oh. Tired out now. End of a tiring day. Oh, thanks, Howard, for the banning someone. I think. Oh, thanks, guys, that was good. Good fun. Good fun. Bit tired out now though. Spear, everyone is asking a question. Are you going to be racing IMSA tomorrow? That's IMSA tomorrow.
Who would ask that question? That's a crazy question. Crazy. Do you mean ESS?
Maybe. ESS, that's it. ESS. Everyone's asking ESS.
Oh. It seems like you should be able to read what people were asking if they were saying IMSA or ESS. I'm suspicious.
Oh, I've got a raid.
Wait, MTR didn't go over the final standings. We don't know who the league champion was.
They were saying this a minute ago in chat. Oh, you can't, you don't hear them, do you? Because you got everyone muted. So I have to keep relaying everything to you.
We have to see it on the screen. I mean, it's not official unless it's in black and white on the screen in a fancy box.
Well, I believe that Gabriel. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to your happy raiders. I believe that Gabrielle is the champion. That was already decided before tonight. Yeah, that's it. Gabrielle won it weeks ago. Everything's all confirmed. But I'm guessing that the final statistical table will be hey John, will be on the sometime this week on the Discord with all the rundown of the results. Doing it now. Goodness, that's quick work. Yes, I saw that Mike Three Legs decided on a two-stop, and no one else actually, which was a bit of a surprise. I thought there might be a bit of a mixture. I was tempted myself actually to go for a two-stop, but I held out just thinking there might be a few more going in. But there wasn't. No, bit of a strange one really. I guess one was optimal. I don't know. But I don't know if Mike had any issues at the his pit stop or anything like that. I'm guessing then that one was optimal. I need to tighten up my rig. Oh yes. Yeah, that was good. But you were catching Paddy at one stage. You got it down to 2.1 behind me, and I noticed. But then just at the end, just faded a little bit with the tyres. Probably push prime. Probably trying to push. Oh, I didn't see 1.8. I was too busy trying to aim for Spears' rear, or watch Spears' rear whilst I was going round. Yeah. Whew. And then Kermit came backwards because I think he had an issue. He maybe hit the wall or something. So he came back to us. So I had a bit of a battle with Kermit right at the end. Got past him, then he got past me again, just right at the end. So yeah, that was good fun though. Good fun. I know that Mike John did raid, but I wasn't actually going to race it again because I've had a few races already. Yeah. Zed's, I'll be doing Zed's sort very soon. Got work tomorrow, bright and early. But I feel as though with a number of people, maybe I should raid someone. I don't know if there are any people that anyone can see to raid, but I can see some. Oof. But yeah, a good day's sim racing. That's good. So back tomorrow for more fun and games. It's the last day of week 12. So if anyone wants to get one last on another farm tomorrow, goodness. Hey, have you got Farming Sim 19? We did that on Farming Friday. You might be a good person to ask some questions about farming. Oh, okay. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Darn it. Right, I am gonna raid someone, I think. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Raid someone. See if I can type this without messing it all up. Maybe. I did. Oh my goodness. I did earlier on. Can I ask you, Woody? The days left, is that days counting down in real daytime, even though you're not streaming, or days actually that you're streaming? I was curious about that. I did use the full amount today, so next time you stream, I need to do the full amount again. Yes, make sure we get that done and dusted. But I didn't know if it was actually the as in proper real time. When you're streaming next, we need to make sure we all do it next time you stream next. Is it on Wednesday? Ends on Wednesday, I know. We'll have to get it as soon as you go live. We'll have to get in there and click on it. We can't miss this opportunity of a lifetime to yeah. Oh, I've just done one, but I don't think it worked anyway. I've seen the thing. Poor guy's 2 people watching. Okay, let's click on there. Hang on. Who's Dom Parker? Is he iRacing? Yes, to make you suffer. I don't know if anything's right. I don't think it's working. Oh, maybe it is working. There we go. Well, Spear, if it pops up shortly, I will share it to you. In the meantime, see you tomorrow for some fun. The last day of week 12 to get those races in. That'd be pretty cool. So, yep, week 13 is looming fast. And then it's week 1, guys. I think all the schedules are going to be out officially any day now, which is pretty cool. NIS during the week. Not sure. You have to ask Hal, but he's gone to bed now. But, yes. What do you mean MTR is up? There we go. So everyone check the Discord for MTR. Can't show it on the stream. You sure it's up? See anything? Yes. So
2.61 liters used per minute.
I don't see anything up here yet. What's that? Oh, there we go. Can I somehow show this quick? Ah, panic. There we go. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh.